Hey Koko Nuts, I'm out here at the Koko Jeep. It's a little crappy weather today, but we're excited for the cold front. I wanted to tell you something. I found something. Some of y'all are going to be really familiar with this, others will not be familiar with it, but it's really neat. Why don't I just show you?
Surprise!
Remy's back!
I miss y'all so much.
He left us for a while, but he's back. He couldn't stay away. He just could not stand not being with all you Koko members. So Remington is back. More details to come, but we're real excited. By the way, co-owner.
Yes, woo!
So we're really pumped. Stay tuned
Love
for
y'all.
more details. Hello, Koko. I am Travis Denson. I am one of the owners of Koko FitClub Heights with my brother John Denson, who is not present. He's here in spirit, but I am here with the legendary Remington.
Hello, Koko.
So this is Remington. If you don't know him, first of all, I feel bad for you. But the good news is you'll get to know him soon. So for those of you who don't know, Remington is the former manager of Koko. And what year was that?
That was about 2 years and a month ago now.
It's been that long?
I counted down the days.
Holy
man.
smokes.
Counted down the days.
Oh my goodness. So he left to go do some fun stuff, which he'll tell you about here in a minute. But now he's back, which is super awesome. And not only that, Remington is now a co-owner.
Woo!
Yes, this is very exciting. More details for that in a minute. But first, let me ask you, Rem, so what brought you back?
I mean, in one word, I would have to say the people, man. I just missed being with the people, seeing the people, hearing their stories, and being able to help them in any and every way that we could.
Would you say you're a people person?
Absolutely. I love people, and hence that's why I missed that the most.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that people are pretty devastated when you left.
I don't know.
And so they felt totally betrayed. So I'm hoping that they'll forgive you.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I would do whatever it takes to win your love and loyalty back.
Whatever it takes. You
Whatever
heard it right
it takes,
here.
literally.
You heard it right here. All right, so you did leave us. So what'd you go do? Where'd you go hide? What was the deal?
So I have, other passions in life as well. I was a trainer for, at that point, about 7 years. And so I wanted to kind of try out and pursue another passion. And I got an opportunity to go do that, which was about making art and design. And so I was able to go be a graphic designer and an art director for a local company. And I just went and did that for a couple years. And again, realized what I liked making more than even art and design was literally making a difference in people's lives. And that is what Koko does. And so I just had to come back and be a part of that again.
That's awesome, Rem. And that's I think when people can feel that when coming in contact with you is how much you care. And so that's one of the most exciting things about having you around again is that it's just hard to, get that same feeling from everyone. You just kind of have a knack for it. So with Koko, I think we could do a better job, admittedly, with building a community inside the club, with the members and the team. We have some great people there now. And I think you're just going to help bolster that staff and help, bring that sense of community is even more strongly to the club. So we've talked about this before, but what do you think are some good ideas for, how to incorporate that sense of community back in the club?
So first and foremost, I just want to get in and meet all the amazing people, meet the staff, meet the members, and get to know everybody again, and be able to build relationships and see how we can help and how we can solve problems. So first and foremost is just getting to know everybody, and secondly, really doing some events outside of the club, some hikes, some other adventures and events, obstacle runs, boot camps, whatever else we can do to build that sense of community together.
That's awesome. I love all those ideas. Yeah, it's fun to kind of, you get a new level of fitness if you're really doing Koko right, and I've always found it fun to kind of go experience it and use it in a sense, and I think that'd be fun to do as a group if people are willing to and want to. We've also talked about this, and I'll let you describe kind of your thoughts on on building kind of a member-facing website where members can go and consume relevant content to Koko specifically, and then maybe even some more. We can point them in the right direction as far as helpful health and wellness tips that you and I have picked up over the years in this business. And what else do you have to say about the online community?
Well, I mean, I feel like online, as we all know, is where the other half of our lives are lived, and so we want to meet you where you are. So on social media, we want to provide more content for you, build you a whole new home. So create a member-facing website where we can provide relevant weekly content to you, tackling everything from extra nutrition tips to stretching to pre-workout warm-ups. I mean, really anything and everything that you could want, any questions you might have.
That's another thing, is that there's a lot of questions common questions that come up in Koko, and Remington and team is always willing to answer those on the spot. But another way to do it is to create content like this in a way that where we can have a discussion about common things that come up in the club related to working out on the smart trainer, or just general wellness and things like nutrition, or even sleep, or just meditation or mindset, or just all these different things that are circling around in the universe right now when it comes to health and fitness, and kind of curate some of that content down and create helpful resources for you to go to. And I think that's part of the reason why we want to do that. So one of the things that Remington and I want to do is a podcast. And for those of you who haven't heard that word, you've probably heard the word, but a lot of people I know just aren't familiar with what exactly it is. But all podcasts are, in a sense, are just a longer form conversation that you can listen to that's on a topic that you find interesting or relevant, versus like TV, they're always trying to sell you something, or it's always like a little short little segment, where with podcasts you can go a little bit deeper in conversations, and you can go to that next level. And so Remington and I are going to play around with the whole podcast thing and see if our discussions that we have with each other are helpful for you. And you can kind of, if a topic's interesting to you, you can take a listen. If not, you can wait till next week. But we want to try to put out consistent content if possible. So I think that pretty much wraps up the inaugural podcast. I think we're going to call it Koko Pod.
There we go. Great name.
Yeah. So, but for those of you who are going to be around the club soon, Remington will be over the next couple weeks in and out.
And I literally cannot wait to meet each and every one of y'all.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. I hope y'all get to meet Remington soon and start to get to know him. And we couldn't be more excited to have Remington back managing the club and the new face of our franchise. He's the Tom Brady.
Oh my God.
He's the Tom Brady of Koko FitClub Heights. He's the face.
Tom Brady's redheaded stepbrother.
He's well, his hair's a little spiky.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah. And so he's also co-owner, so all the issues and problems you ever have, it ends with him, so you have to bombard him with all their issues and comments. No, I'm hoping there won't be. I hope there will be less issues now that Remington is around. But thanks for listening, and check back soon for more content. Thanks so much.
Thank y'all. See y'all soon.